So today's video is going to be ever so slightly different than what I'm used to posting on here, and that is to bring awareness to a specific application that comes with Windows and is designed for people who are just getting into the video editing atmosphere. And this specific application is called Clipchamp. Clipchamp is designed to kind of replace Windows Movie Maker. And I say that because Windows Movie Maker was starting to get a bit old and outdated, and Clipchamp is here to actually sort of revive the whole video editing aspect that used to be built into Windows and now is an essential part for people who want to get to video editing in a very basic level. Now, I have to be very clear and honest with you guys. I did not start off as a pro video editor. As a matter of fact, before I was even a full-time editor as I am today, things were a little bit different, and I didn't have the type of programs that I have at hand, the type of applications that nowadays are considered pro-level applications. I started off video editing with a program that is very, universally liked by video editors, and that is Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas was my first time actually using an application that is for video editing and almost achieves a very pro-level experience. But for me personally, Sony Vegas used to do the job for me because it could get the job done with minimal, interaction with the app. And it was a very beginner app that allowed me to become a better video editor when I transitioned into Premiere, which is my main source of video editing today. I do all my video editing in Adobe Premiere. So for me, having had that experience with that program by itself allowed me to transition into Premiere in a much fluid manner. So whenever I bring to people a very basic video editor like Clipchamp, it's a great stepping point into these newer, bigger, more complex types of applications that you can get your hands on and then ultimately become really good proficient video editors. So why am I bringing awareness to Clipchamp rather than either Sony Vegas or even iMovie? Well, personally for me, just looking at Clipchamp itself, to me, it brings to me the same sort of feel that I could get from something like Premiere, or better yet, it's almost an iMovie killer. As much as it sounds crazy to me, I do think that this is the closest thing to an iMovie killer app as it could possibly be, and Clipchamp is just that. You can go in, you can add your own, videos, you can import them into the application. The whole timeline system is very basic, easy to understand. It's very drag and drop. You can go to the places where you want to cut, and you can cut out specific points. You can add titles. You can actually make a full-fledged video in this entire, application, and it's very easily accessible. It's something that if you're someone who does not want to deal with something like Premiere or Sony Vegas or any sort of application that you feel like you're going to have anxiety using, then Clipchamp is perfect for you because you're going to be able to start making content at a very basic program and still have the, sort of features that you would find in something like a Premiere or Sony Vegas. And I think this is the perfect application for beginners to get their hands on and start video editing. And I like to bring this sort of awareness to people because sometimes I get approached by specific people who know that I do video editing and ask me, hey, if you're a video editor, what kind of program would you recommend to people who are just starting out, who do not want to spend a whole lot of time video editing and just wants to piece together something quick, fun, and easy and lighthearted in a application that's not so finicky to use? And I think Clipchamp is the perfect balance of that, It gives you all these features. You can add your own music, add your own clips, add your own special effects, transitions, anything you want. It's there at your disposal. Now, there are parts of Clipchamp that are paid for. You need to pay for them in order to access them. But if you're just gonna use the program at its basics, if you already have all the effects that you wanna use and you don't wanna dive too much into, the whole process, you don't have to. Recently, Clipchamp, or Microsoft I should say, made it available for you to just export in 1080p, which is perfect because if you're uploading to something like YouTube, you don't need more than that. I mean, a lot of people would probably export to 4K, but even that is not even a priority anymore. I remember a few years ago, YouTube was really prioritizing 4K. 4K was the way to go. You would upload in 4K and people would go and watch your videos because YouTube would promote the 4K quality. And nowadays, we're, being proven that wrong. And I mean, you can upload in 1080p and you'll be more than okay with what you're putting out there. And nowadays, it's more the quality of your content, not the quality of your video, meaning either if it's in 1080p or 4K, it's the quality of the content that you're putting on YouTube, whether it's informative or entertaining or is bringing something new to the table, which is exactly the focus that YouTube is bringing nowadays. And if you're starting out and want to bring something new to the table without getting into the stressful programs or software or application, whatever you want to call it, Clipchamp is the way to go. So that is my suggestion to you. If you want to start out as a video editor, go check out Clipchamp, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it because you're gonna be able to have a video edited and uploaded in no time, and I know you're gonna have a whole lot of fun with it. And if you agree with me that Clipchamp is the way to go for beginner video editors, go down in the comments below and let's have that discussion. I want to know if you've ever used Clipchamp for any of your videos and what you think of it. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when new videos go live on this channel. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.